Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some 1978 baseball. We got the Milwaukee Brewers traveling to New York here on April 23rd. And let's take a look at the visiting team, Milwaukee Brewers starting lineup. Leading off, playing shortstop's Paul Molitor. Batting second, playing second's Don Money. Batting third, playing first base is Cecil Cooper. Batting fourth, playing left field, Larry Heisel. Batting fifth, playing right field's Ben Ogilvy. Batting sixth, playing third base is Sal Bando. Batting seventh and playing center field's Gorman Thomas. Batting eighth and being the DH is Dick Davis. And batting ninth behind the plate is Buck Martinez. And on the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers is Larry Sorensen. Let's take a look at the hometown New York Yankees starting lineup. We got leading off, playing second base is Willie Randolph. Batting second, playing center field's Mickey Rivers. Batting third, playing doing the catching is Thurman Munson. Batting fourth, playing right field's Reggie Jackson. Batting fifth, playing first base Chris Chambliss. Batting sixth, playing third base is Greg Nettles. Batting seventh and playing left field is Roy White. Batting eighth and doing the DH is Jim Spencer. Batting ninth, playing shortstop is Bucky Dent. And on the mound for the New York Yankees is Catfish Hunter. Let's get down to the field here and get this game started, folks. Alrighty, and to lead it off here for the Brewers is Paul Molitor. He's only batting $159. He's got no home runs, 4 RBIs. He's going up against Catfish Hunter. This is his third appearance of the year. He's 2-0 with a 3.38 ERA. And here's the first pitch. And that's going to be a 9 against a 11. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And nice play by Nettles. He'll make the throw over to first. And that'll be out number 1. And now it brings up Don Money now. And here's Don. And Money's batting .241 on the year. He's got 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Money. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That'll be out number 2. 2 up and 2 down here for the Brewers. I'll have to try to. I'm going to move this camera just a tad, folks. Give me a second here. Give me just a little more room so I don't keep bumping it when I try to get the dice. Move Money over here. And when you can move the dice, tire over a bit. And there we go. Now we got some room here. The cards and dice are still in the picture frame. We're good to go. So now we got Cecil Cooper up now. Cooper's batting $185, 2 homers and 3 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. And Chambliss is going to take it himself. He'll step on the bag for out number 3. 3 up and 3 down in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Brewers, nothing. Why didn't I take that? Man, this is slow. Sorry about that. It's really dragging. So we got Randolph, Rivers, and Munson due up here for the Yankees. Willie's having a hell of a start to the season, batting .400. He's got a homer and 7 RBIs. He'll be going up against Larry Sorensen. He's having a fine start to the season himself. He's pitched in 4 games, started all 4 of them. He's 2-1 with a 1.75 ERA. Makes you wonder how he lost that one game, don't it? Here's the pitch to Willie. And that'll be a fly ball out to Gorman in center field. Plenty of room out there. in Yankee Stadium for out number 1. And here's Mickey Rivers now. And again, this is lagging some bad. Hopefully it improves here. Hopefully it improves. So here's Mickey. He's batting .271, 1 homer and 11 RBI. And that's going to be against a righty, 18. And that is going to drop in there center field for a base hit. So Mickey gets aboard here with a 1-out. 1-out base hit in the center. So Rivers down at first. See if Mick's going to take off here. Martinez doesn't have that great of an arm. 32 a D. D with 1 or 2 outs. Mick is going to take off here. So +1 move, that knocks him down to a 31. So Rivers is off 61 or lower. He's safe, and he's in there with a stolen base. Mick makes it down to second. So now you got a runner down at second for Captain Thurman Munson. Munson's having a great year so far, folks. Batting .420, 2 homers, 12 RBIs, and he's got a runner in scoring position. Can the captain come through? And that's going to be it might be a wild pitch. It's a wild pitch of what, 1. So let's see here. And so that's going to be a rare play in second. And that was a 24 on a 36. And that'll be 22. That'll be the catcher. And Martinez is a 7. And a 21. That should be column number 1. And it is. So that's going to be a strike 3. And Rivers is going to try to get down the third and get thrown out. So let's see here. We'll just do it this way. Munson, we'll have to edit it and give him a strikeout here. It's going to be a G2-5. So I will do it to do that part. To get Rivers out. And we'll go back. Whoever catches up with us here. So now we'll go back, go to the box score. And we'll give Munson a strikeout. And Sorensen a strikeout. Hey, P-Jet. So Munson's going to get a strikeout here. Did that. Give him a strikeout. And then we'll give Larry a strikeout as well. Like I say, the poor game's really lagging. I don't know what's going on tonight. There we go, darn. And I'll go down to Larry for pitching and edit him and give him a strikeout. And we'll get back to the game. Now we got a runner down at first and 2 outs. Mick did a good job getting down the second, but got greedy trying to get down the first. I don't know if you've seen the race today, P-Jet. Did a 1985 race at Atlanta. Let's make sure that Munson strikeouts in there. And it is. So let's go back to the game here. So you got a runner down at first and Reggie Jackson up. Here's the pitch to Jackson. And that ball is high. He's got a G, so there's a possibility that this could be taken away. Jackson against a righty. That's going to make him a 6. 6. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is gone. How big was that runner getting thrown out at third? That could be 3-0 New York. Reggie with his 8th home run and his 18th and 19th RBI of the year, folks. As the game keeps spinning. And that'll bring up Chris Chambliss now with nobody on. Chambliss batting .358. The Yankees have been hitting the cover off the ball here at the beginning of the year, folks. And he's got 2 homers and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the money at second. And that'll end the inning. But the Yankees score 2 on a 2-run homer by Jackson and take a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the second. I hear you, Big Cleo. Yeah, this poor game's lagging on me bad. Yeah, lagging on me bad. So we got now Heisel, Ogilvy, and Bando due up here. Larry's batting .224. He's got 4 home runs, though, and 7 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Larry. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Roy White in left field for out number 1. And that brings up Ben Ogilvy now. This game might take forever waiting on it to catch up to me. I apologize for this lag. Ogilvy's batting .333 with a homer and 3 RBIs. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Let's see here. That ball is gone just like that. Brewers get a home run from Ogilvy, his second of the year, and cut this lead in half. It's now 2-1 New York. Sal Bando coming to the plate. And Sal Bando's batting .239. He's got 2 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Hunter comes back and strikes out Bando after the home run. And that gives us 2 outs now. And Gorman Thomas due up here. Ridiculous. So Gorman's batting .265 with 7 homers and 15 RBIs. Reggie just hit his 8th to take the lead in the American League. Hoping Gorman doesn't add to his. And he tried, but that's a big swing and a miss. And Gorman strikes after the homer. Yankees lead this game 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the second. We'll have Nettles, White, and Spencer due up here eventually when the game catches up. And Nettles is batting .333. He's got 3 homers and 10 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch to Greg. And that's going to be hit down the third. Bando's up with it. He's going to fire over to first. That'll be out number 1. That'll bring up Roy White now. And Roy is having a fine season so far. 357, a homer, and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be against a 13. That's going to be a nice catch out in center field by Gorman Thomas to rob Roy of a base hit. So 2 up and 2. Now we just lost the whole video. Mm. So now Jim Spencer's up with nobody on and 2 outs, batting .385. He's got a homer and 5 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Larry and left. 1, 2, 3 goes the Yanks. We go to the top of the third. We're going to have Davis, Martinez, and Molitor due up here. Bottom part of the order, and then back to the top and Molitor. And Dick Davis is batting .263 on the year. He's got no homers and only 1 RBI on the season. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Chambliss. He picks it up, calls off Hunter, steps on the bag for out number 1. Brings up Buck Martinez now. Oh, darn. That's pretty good, Clinton. And Buck Martinez is batting .250. He's got no homers and 3 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Nice play by Willie over to first for out number 2. We're back to the top of the order and Paul Molitor. And Molitor, he grounded out to third his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Reggie calls for it, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go to Brewers. We go to the bottom of the third. We got Dent, then and Bucky's batting .375. Another Yankee off to a great start. He's got a homer and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up rather down the second. And Money says he's got it out in shallow left right field and makes the catch. We're back to the top of the order and Willie Randolph now. I apologize for this. This is terrible. Terrible. Willie flew out the center's first time up, and that's going to be a 9 against a 18. And that's going to nice play down there at short by Molitor. He fires over the first. Nice dive and stop. Gets up and throws Willie out. That saved a base hit in the left field. And that brings up Mickey Rivers. Rivers got aboard with a single in the first inning. Stole second and then got thrown out trying to advance on a drop third strike. So Mickey's 1 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball right back to the mound. And Larry's got it, throws over to Cecil, and the Yankees go down 1, 2, 3. To the top of the fourth we go. We got Money, Cooper, and Heisel due up here. I was hoping this would get better, but it's not. So Don is 0 for 1, grounded out the second to his counterpart the last time. Hey, and we got another ground ball. This one back down the second. He likes hitting the ball to where he plays. Willie's up to the task. Shows him how to field out there, and that's out number 1. And now we got Cooper up. Cecil Cooper. If this poor game ever catches up. And Cooper's 0 for 1, grounded out the first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the third strikeout by Catfish. Brings up Larry Heisel now. Losing the video, losing everything. And Heisel's 0 for 1. He flew out the left. And that's back-to-back strikeouts by Catfish. That ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Brewers. We got Munson, Jackson, and Chambliss due up here for the Yanks. At bottom of the fourth, Munson reached on that play down the third, came around to score on Reggie's homer. So here's the pitch to Thurman. And that's a fly ball out the left field. That's at number 1. Here comes Reggie, who hit his 8th home run. Put the Yankees on top 2-0 at the time. See if we can get aboard here again, starting a 1-out rally here. And here's the pitch to Reggie. And that's going to be a 7 and a 9. And that's a pop up. Just got enough movement on that. Pop that up there in the second. And Money makes the catch. And that's 2 outs. Reggie couldn't square that one up. Here comes Chambliss up now. And Chris grounded out the second his first time up. And that's going to be hit back to the mound. 1, 2, 3 goes the Yanks. We go to the top of the 5th. It's still 2-1 New York. We got Ogilvie, Bando, and Gorman Thomas due up here for the Brew Crew. And Ben hit that home run his first time up. Here's the pitch to Ogilvie again. And this time that's a nice ground ball down the nettles. He fields it cleanly, fires over to Chambliss for out number 1. Brings up Sal Bando now. And Bando struck out his first time up. Not this time. He squares this one up against old Catfish. And that ball is driven into the left field, and that'll be a base hit for Bando. He's aboard with a 1-out single. That brings up Gorman Thomas now. Gotta watch what you do. And Gorman struck out his first time up. And not this time. That ball is high. I said you had to watch it. That ball is far. And that ball is gone, folks. Gorman Thomas launches one. And just like that, the Brewers are up 3-2. Still only 1 out. And Davis up to the plate. Had a funny tone. Gorman had one inning to give the Brewers a lead here. Dick Davis is up. He grounded out the Chambliss his first time up. And all of a sudden, Catfish is throwing nothing but bait up there, and they're launching on it. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going back-to-back jacks. That'll get the bullpen up, and just like that, a 2-1 lead is now a 4-2 deficit. That brings up Buck Martinez now. And Buck is 0 for 1. He grounded out the second hit first time up. That's going to be hit out to short. And that's going to be an E6. Bucky makes an error. Anything that can go wrong is going wrong here in the fifth. Catfish is shaking his head. He's giving up gopher balls, and his defense is letting him down. We're back to the top of the order, and Paul Molitor now still went out. Runner down at first. And Paul's 0 for 2. He's flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Greg Nettles. 21 with a 5 should be fielding column 1. And it certainly is. And that's going to be the old 5-4-3 double play. Get him out of this inning. Catfish needed that. But the Brewers score 3 and take a 4-2 lead here, folks. We got Nettles, White, and Spencer due up here in the fifth. See if the Yankees can get some of these runs back. Nettles grounded out to his counterpart the first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Yankees will take it. Nettles will trot on down the first. Here comes Roy White up now. See if he can keep the merry-go-round going. White flew out the center first time up, and that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Molitor is a 7 on a 31. And that's going to be fielding column 2. And I think his only play is going to be over to first. Yep. Molitor throws over to first. Gets White out, but Nettles gets in the scoring position here with 1 out. That'll bring up Jim Spencer now. See if Spencer can drive him in. And Jim flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss strike 3. So it's up to Bucky Dent to do some damage here with 2 outs and Nettles in scoring position. See if Bucky can come through here. He's off to a good start. Popped up to second his first time up. And that's going to be hit out in the hit by pitch. They hit Bucky Dent. What are they doing? And we go to the top of the order, and Willie Randolph now with first and second and 2 outs. Bucky's not too happy, but he doesn't think. So Bucky trots on down the first. With 2 outs. Willie's up now. Willie's 0 for 2. He's flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be another ground ball. This one down the third. He'll go the short way down the second, and that'll end the inning, folks. And the Yankees strand 2 and will trail this game 4-2. We go to the top of the 6th. You got Money, Cooper, and Heisel due up here in the top of the 6th. Money's grounded out twice to Willie. And he says, why not make it 3 for 3? 3 ground balls down the second, and 3 times he's been out. Yankees will take it. 1 down here in the 6th. And up comes Cecil. Is 0 for 2, grounded out and struck out. And that's a ground ball this time down the third. Nettles has got it. He fires over to first. And that'll be out number two. 2 up and 2 down for Larry Heisel. And again, I apologize for this lag, folks. Internet, or if it's Steam with Digital Diamond. I don't know which it is. So Larry's up. He's 0 for 2, flown out and struck out. And that's going to be another strikeout. Nice job by Hunter. 1, 2, 3. Gets a shutdown inning, gives the Yankees a chance to get back in this game. They're down 4 to 2. We got Rivers, Munson, and Jackson due up here in the bottom of the sixth. See if the 2, 3, 4 hitters can make some noise against Sorensen. Larry's pitching a fine game. Just gave up that gopher ball to Jackson. Mickey's 1 for 2 with the stolen base. And that's going to be against a righty. Down to a 9. And that is going to be a fly ball in the center field. Gorman Thomas robs the Mick of a base hit. And brings up Thurman Munson now. Can Munson get aboard here and bring the tying run? And Thurman's over to reached on that fielder's choice and came around the score and then flew out to left. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So the tying run comes to the plate, and Reggie Jackson, he's already homered once in this game. Can he do it again and tie it up and take the American League lead with 9 homers? Off to a great start to this season. So's Reggie. Reggie, like I say, 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer. And not this time. That's a big swing by Reggie. Comes up empty. And that'll be out number 2. It's up to Chris Chambliss. See if Chambliss can deliver here with 2 outs and a runner down at first and Nettles. Is what I was thinking. See if Chris can come through. He is 0 for 2, grounded out twice. And he powers this one, though, squares this up against Larry. And that ball is driven into the gap. And to right field with 2 outs. Munson should be able to come around the score here. So it is a 61 or lower. Munson scored 62. What do you know? Nice throw by Larry Height. You says he's safe. Umpire isn't having nothing of it, and that ends the inning. Folks, the Yankees failed. Just got him 61 or lower. He would have been safe, guys. Ain't that a damn shame? Ain't that a shame? Well, it didn't throw him out. What happened there? Now let's try it again. It's supposed to be out. He ain't supposed to be standing down at third. This poor game's lagging so bad. Now I got to redo it. This is awful. Alrighty, I'm back. Waiting for this darn game to stop lagging. I field. And Munson's going to get thrown out, trying to score. Let's try it again here. Now it had him scoring. God darn it. It's getting on my nerves. Getting on my nerves. Even the game can't believe he got thrown out. Try it. Third time's a charm, right? This is bad. Okay, one more try. And of course, like I say, it's lagging so bad. Double in the left. Runner on first. Gets thrown out. Trying to score. Let's do this again. We'll finally have Ogilvy, Bando, and Thomas due up here in the top of the seventh. Ben's hit that home run. And that's going to be a grounder back to Hunter. Fires over the Chambliss for out number one. That'll bring up Sal Bando now. And as we wait for the game to catch up, Bando's 1 for 2, struck out in singles. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Mickey in center for out number two. 2 up and 2 down. Now comes Gorman Thomas, who homered. They give the Brewers a 4-2 lead. Back to back, Jackson made it 4-2. So here's the pitch to Gorman. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Hunter gets him this time. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's still a 4-2 ball game. Got Nettles due up. Lead off this inning, followed by White and Spencer. Nettles is 0 for 1. He's walked his last time up. And that's going to be against a righty. 6 and a 9. And that's going to be an infield hit. Nice job by Nettles. He gets a board here for the second time. So Nettles is a board for Roy White. So the tying run in Roy White. Let's see if he can do something here with nobody out and a runner down at first. There's a bad storm coming through. Maybe that's what's going on with this internet. I can hear the thunder rolling. I don't know if y'all can hear it in the mic or not. So Roy is 0 for 2, flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a swing and a missed right 3. So 1 down. Here comes Jim Spencer. Spencer launch one here and tie this game up. That short porch down there and right. Spencer's 0 for 2, flown out and struck out his last time up. Not this time, folks. He does square it up. Can Spencer launch one here? And that ball is driven into left field. And Nettles, with his speed, is going to stop at third. So we got second and third now with 1 out for Bucky Dent. Can Bucky deliver here and tie this game up with a base hit? Spencer doesn't have. Bucky's 0 for 1. Hit by pitches last time up. Can he get revenge here, folks? And no, that's going to be hit back to the mound. And he 3 out 2 on a 53. It's going to be fielding column number 2. And he looks to runners back, fires over to first for out number 2. So it's up to Willie Randolph here to try to tie this game up, folks. Willie come through with 2 outs. 2 outs. Spencer might be able to score on a single. And Willie's 0 for 3. He's flown out, grounded out, and reached on a fielder's choice. And that's going to end that inning. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. The Yankees strand to blow a big opportunity here. We go to the 8th inning. And that's going to be it for in here. And the top of the 8th. Try to keep this a 2-run game. Got a righty, and a righty due up. So let's see if it's going to be. This is awful that it's dragging this on. Let's see here. When was the last time these guys pitched? So Eastwick hasn't pitched in a while, so Raleigh's going to come on in here to pitch. Trying to keep this a 2-run game. It's got the bottom part of the order due up and then Molitor. All right, we got Davis, Buck Martinez, and Paul Molidor. This is Eastwick's 5th appearance. He's got no record. He's got a 1.5 ERA. Here's the pitch to Dick Davis. He homered the last time up. That's a deep fly ball in the left, but White will make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Buck Martinez now. 1 down, nobody on. And Martinez is 0 for 2. He reached on an error his last time up. And that's going to be a ball to hit down to second. Pop lands in the right field grass, and Randolph makes the catch. And Molidor's up now. So 2 up and 2 down. Trying to give the Yankees a chance here in the bottom of the 8th. Raleigh's doing a good job so far. Here's Paul. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice to third and flew out to right. And that's going to be another ground ball. This one, again, is down the third. 3 ground balls the third 3 times. Nettle gets him out. So we go to the 8th. We got Rivers, Munson, and Randolph due up here. Larry's going to come out to start the 8th inning anyway. The Brewers ain't got much of a bullpen, so they're going to try to see if Larry can go the distance. Mickey's 1 for 3, singled and stole a base, grounded out to the pitcher and flew out to center. And that squared up. Mick's going to get aboard here, folks, with a leadoff double. And that'll get the bullpen fired up. So Rivers down at second and nobody out for Thurman Munson. Can the captain come through here and at least get 1 run across game? So the tying runs at the plate now in the form of Thurman Munson, the captain. He is 1 for 3, did come around to score, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. And I think that's going to be it for Larry. They're not going to let him pitch to Jackson. They're going to bring in a lefty to pitch to Jackson. If they got a lefty in the bullpen, they do. They got Bob Reggie. Now you got the tying run at first, to go ahead run at the plate in the form of Jackson. He's already homered. There are only 2 runs in this game for the Yanks. So Larry couldn't get the job. And there's Bob. They say he's a little tired, but he's the only lefty they got. Like I say, their bullpen ain't much. We'll see if this being tired hurts him. He come through with a 3-run homer here, folks, and give the Yankees a 5-4 lead. His 4th appearance. He hasn't given up a run yet in 4 innings. Here's the pitch to Reggie. And that's going to be a base on balls. The bases are juice. Bob McClure, like I said, a little tired, but he's the only lefty they got. So now go ahead. Can Chris Yeah, exactly. Mike and Tim, welcome. Nothing but problems here. Nothing but problems. Got a storm coming through. So, all righty, bases are juiced. Chris Chambliss at the plate, 1 for 3. Did double his last time. The Yankees would love to see that again. Here's the pitch to Chris, and that's going to be a fly ball out the left field, and a 15. That's going to make him a fielding column 1. A 47 with Rivers speed. Now there's 1 out with the fly out. 35. They're not going to throw. See here, what would it be for Chambliss to get down the third? 35. So it's going to be a sacrifice fly for Chambliss. Gets 1 run in. Now we got 1 out and runners at second and first and second. So a productive out by Chambliss, but not exactly what the Yankees wanted. Now first and second for Greg Nettles. Again, the tying run down at second. And Nettles come through. Nettles is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a 12. Going to be a ground ball down the first, a 65. And Cooper's going to go down to second. They're going to get Jackson out. Second. So now we got first and third for Roy White. So the tying runs 90 feet away with 2 outs. Yankees need to get this run across here and tie this game up into the 9th. Can Roy White get the job done? White will be turned around batting from the right side this time. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And he'll go the short way over to second. That'll end the inning. The Yankees had the bases loaded, nobody out. Only get 1 run. Got to be a little disappointed. We go to the top of the 9th. It's 4-3 Milwaukee. We got money. Cooper and Heisel due up here against Eastwick. Now trying to keep it a 1-run game. Money's 0 for 3. And that'll be 0 for 4 as that ball's hit back to Eastwick. He tosses over to Chambliss for out number 1. Here comes Cooper. Oh, doing well, Tim. Doing well. I wanted to do another one. I wanted to do the 1906 game after this, but I don't know with this internet acting up. Here's Cooper 0 for 3, grounded out twice and struck out. And that is going to be hit down the second, and that's going to be an E4 on Willie. What the Yankees need here with a 1-run deficit. Larry Heisel up now with 1 on and 1 out. This could have been a nice, quick, fast-paced game, folks. I apologize. Nice game, though. But the lag sure has drained it. Now Larry's up. He's 0 for 3. He's flew out and struck out twice. Can they get the hat trick on Larry? And a 40. PB3 only. Otherwise, that's going to be a rare play. So a rare play with a runner on first on a 40. And it's a 52 on a 40. That'll be a 7. That'll be the right fielder. That's Jackson's a 1. We'll have to re-roll some dice. A 36 on a 1's probably fielding column 3. And it is. And that's going to be a single to right. The runner's going to score and batter to second on air. Not what the Yankees needed. Reggie Jackson screws the pooch. And that'll be a E9. One on first is going to score, and the batter's going to get the second on the air. So now we got a runner down at second and 1 out. And it's a 5-3 ball game now. Billy Martin is freaking livid in the dugout. Lagging. Nothing but lagging out there. Lag, lag, lag. So that steps up Ben Ogilvie, who's homered in this game. He's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to Ben. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. Rivers, he's got plenty of room out there. 34 on a 2. We'll make him a fielding column 2. And we'll need one more dice. 5. A 36. See if Larry's going to try to tag up for third. Mix don't got that great of an arm, but he'll stay put at second. Not going to try to chance it. So fly ball out the center. So now there's 2 outs for Sal Bando. And the Brewers have already gotten 1 runner. See if that's all they give up is a 1 unearned run here. Yeah, tight game it is, ain't it, Tim? Like I say, that error could be costly. And here's Bando 1 for 3. Singled and came around to score in the 5th, struck out and flew out the center. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So they give up the unearned run due to Jackson's error. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yankees trailing by 2. It's 5-3. Spencer, Den, and Randolph due up here for the Yanks. And McClure's going to pitch to Spencer. Or is he? Because I think Heathcliff is coming off the bench. Yep, Heathcliff's going to come off the bench and bat for Spencer. And I think the Brewers are going to counter and bring in a righty now. Because you got Johnson and Randolph, 2 righties coming up now. Let's see who they'll go to. They might go to Rodriguez out of the bullpen here. And that's who they're going to go with. They're going to go with Rodriguez. Eduardo Rodriguez. Coming out of the bullpen here for the Brew Crew. They'll try to save this game. Yeah, it is, Ken. I just wish we didn't have this darn lag. Be a hell of a lot better pace game. It's a damn shame. This is a very good game. Coming down to the wire. Loses some of excitement sitting around waiting for the damn engine to catch up with me. His thunder rolls in the background. So we got Cliff Johnson up, only batting a buck 76 with a homer and 2 RBIs going up against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's pitched, and this will be his second game. He's pitched 2 1/3, hasn't given up a thing. Here's the pitch to Johnson. And that's going to be a pop. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. So Rodriguez comes in and does his job. Oh, man, I can't afford this dumb crap. It takes too long to get it right the first. So one down to the Bucky Dent we go. See if Bucky can come through. Now we got all these righties due up. And Bucky's over 2. Been hit by a pitch, grounded out and popped up to second. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And that'll be an easy play for Rando over at first for out number 2. So it's all up to Willie Randolph here. Yankees down to their last out. Trailing by 2. Can Willie get on base here and bring the tying run to the plate? Willie's 0 for 4. He's grounded out. Flew out the center, reached on a fielder's choice, and struck out his last time. And that's going to be a lazy fly ball in the left field. Heisel waits on it and waits on it and waits on it. And that'll end the game, folks. Actually, he didn't wait on it that long. How about that? Should have been doing that earlier. Let's take a look here at the box score. Oh, the crowd just booed way before the hit. All righty here. Take a look at the box score. And the Brewers, 5 runs on only 5 hits and no errors. The Yankees out hit them, but couldn't put them across the plate. 3 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors. You had Larry Heitzel, Ogilvy. Nobody with more than 1 hit. You had the 3 runs. All of them scored on homers, all 5 of them. Ogilvy, Thomas, and Davis. He was 0 for 2 with the runners in scoring position, but then he left 1 man on base. So they was very fruitful with the runners they got on. They came across. Mickey Rivers had a nice game. He was 2 for 4. Yankees were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Reggie with the 2 RBI homer. Hey, Philip. And they left 7 men on base. Sorensen picks up his 3rd win, goes 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 5, and gave up 1 homer to Reggie. McClure comes in, pitches an inning, gives up a walk, and Rodriguez gets his first save of the year, 1 inning, struck out 1. Catfish pitched a damn good game, really. Just gave up some gopher balls. 2-1 now, goes 7 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, struck out 6, gave up the 3 runs, 3 homers. Eastwick came in, pitched 2 innings, gave up a hit, a run, unearned, Reggie's error out there, and a strikeout. Let's do some fast play here if it lets me in the American League. We'll do the KC going to Baltimore to take on the Orioles. See what happens here in Baltimore. And that didn't take long. Kansas City 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. Orioles 5 runs, 13 hits, and no errors. Ken Singleton 2 RBIs, 1 for 3. We got the Tribe heading up to Boston to take on the Red Sox. Old Louis Tiant's on the mound. And Indians 1 run, 4 hits, and 3 errors. The Red Sox 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. That score sounds a lot familiar, just like the Orioles and the Royals. And we got a double hitter here in Boston. Now you got Eck on the mound for the Red Sox. Can they get a sweep here in Boston against the Tribe? And what's the 16 runs, 24 hits, 6 hits. Indians had 24 total hits, 16 runs, 24 hits, no errors. The Red Sox 1 run, 7 hits, and 1 error. What a difference a game made, huh? Now you got the Rangers and the Tigers playing a doubleheader. Here's game number 1. See what happens up here in Detroit City. 16, I know. Could have used some of them in that first game, huh? And another blowout. This time the Tigers. These Tigers had 4 errors and still won. Rangers 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error. And the Tigers 10 runs, 16 hits, and 4 errors. Rusty Staub 3 for 5, 3 RBIs and a homer. Here's game number 2. Can Rangers bounce back like the Tribe did in Boston? And they do. They shut the Tigers out after scoring 10 runs in the first game. The Tigers can't score a run. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Rangers. The Tigers, no runs, 8 hits, and an error. Now we got the A's traveling up the coast to take on the Mariners in Washington. And the Mariners win a close one. The A's 5 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. The Mariners 6 runs, 11 hits, and an error. And the last American League game on the schedule for the 23rd is the White Sox traveling to Toronto to take on the Blue Jays. And the White Sox win. What's the star for? White Sox had 4 errors and still won. 4 errors must be the charm. The Yankees should have had another error. Maybe they'd have won. White Sox 8 runs, 13 hits, and 4 errors. The Blue Jays 6 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error. Take a look here at the standings. It's still early in the year, but I like to look at them. Yankees now are 2 games up on the Tigers. And the Twins are 4.5 games up on Kansas City. Jason Thompson still leading the American League with a 432 batting average. Reggie and Gorman both homered in the game, so now they both got 8 home runs. Reggie now with 19 RBIs. Gorman with 17. And Jim Ernberg with no ERAs leading the American League. Dave Gotts and Paul Split off with 4 wins. You got Goose and Kurtwood with 4 saves on the year, leading the American League. Reggie's now leading in the MVP voting over Gorman. And Paul's got Paul and Gotts both tied with Cy Young. Let's take a look here at who's got some hitting streaks. Dan Ford won a 16-game hitting streak along with Eddie Murray. Rod Carew's got a 10-game hitting streak with Murray. And Reggie with a 9-game hitting streak. The longest of the year right now is Ford's 16. I want to thank Tim D, Ken Castro, Philip Reynolds, Big Clue, Mike in the Truck, Clinton Parks, P-Jet. P-Jet was the first one in the ballpark, for stopping by. Again, I apologize for the lag. Thank Tim D. It was a good game. I wish there wasn't so much of a lag. It would have been a hell of a lot better, entertaining game without the lag, but I can't help that. Until next time, if you're all new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Yankee Stadium, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, you all have a great evening and take care.